So the question today is, I'm about to direct a feature for the first time after being primarily a writer and producer. I'm most nervous about prepping. Any advice on how to prep for best success on set? Well, first of all, big congrats. It's not an easy feat to get any feature made, let alone one's first. It's also awesome that you get to bring all of your experience as a writer and producer, so you already know how the sausage is made, so to speak, and also the importance of prep. As the more you prep, the more space you'll have for flexibility and creativity once you're on set. So let's start with quoting Robert Altman, who said, "When casting's done, 90% of my creative work is done." If you already have a casting director in place, make sure their character breakdowns are accurate descriptions of what you are looking for in each role. And before auditioning begins, make sure the sides that your casting director picks provide enough essence and range for what you want to see in each actor in order to make your educated decisions. If your casting director is good, then be open-minded to any actors they push for. Even if they may not look like how you had envisioned the role, you just never know what they might bring that could be even more interesting or imaginative than your original idea. And when you are sitting in the auditions, let the actors do their first take without your direction, just to get a sense of their instincts. Even if they nailed it, give some kind of specific adjustment for take 2, just to see how they take direction and if they are able to adjust on the fly. You don't want to wait till the shoot while the whole cast and crew is standing around and every minute is burning money to learn how long your actors need to take direction. As to choosing your key creatives, so the DP, the production designer, editor, costume designer, locations manager, first AD, even script supervisor, don't just hire someone who can execute your vision. You want a professional collaborator who could possibly elevate your project beyond what you originally envisioned. As a first-time director, I would suggest surrounding yourself with department heads who are more experienced than you in their respective arenas. Keep in mind that experience should also include respecting your role as the director. So ask around for references, and not just their portfolios, but also about their personality and their character. And before meeting your candidates, think through and be clear on what your expectations are from each department, so you know what you're looking for when talking to them, also so they can accurately assess whether they would be able to meet your expectations or not. But before even talking about big picture vision, first listen to their interpretation of your project to gauge their sensibilities. Ask them questions on matters that are important to you on your film, and pay attention to the questions they ask, which can be informative on how they approach the work. Keep in mind that the best person for your job is not necessarily one with the most impressive reel or resume, but a pro who is collaborative, creative, and has the capability of delivering. Once your keys are locked in and official prep begins, if you have in mind specific looks, feels, color schemes, lighting patterns, music, etc., give your creative keys tangible references, whether that's video clip, photographs, film recommendations, art, or music samples. And be prepared that everyone will be asking you questions all the time and require your approval for everything. So take deep breaths and think things through before making your decisions. If you can't decide, don't be squeamish to request additional options. It is much better to go through all the details in prep than being on set and discover you don't like how something looks, then have to either waste time and money changing everything, or shoot begrudgingly and feel bothered by it throughout post-production, and regret every time the eyesore shows up on screen. So the clearer your information is to follow, the easier it would be for your team to execute your vision. The more time you spend communicating during prep, the less time and energy you'll need during filming, and be able to focus on the actors after scouting and locking on each location, ask your art department for the floor plans so that you can think through your blocking, and with your cinematographer, map out the schematics, which are the overheads, while you shot list together. Storyboards are helpful for shot compositions, but schematics are more helpful for your AD to schedule each day's shooting order and for all your department heads to know exactly how to prep for each day. As to prepping for the actors, always be ready to answer their questions on the reason behind their lines or actions, and be clear and concise with your answers. But also trust the actors you cast and what they might bring to the table while embodying the essences, the complexities, the nuances, and the histories of their characters, and allow space for unexpected magic to unfold and transform.